What? Yeah, I didn't make a new one. So yeah, for that, it's gonna be the old one. It's my thumbnail. How do I change it? How do I change that shit? It's fine. I don't have it. Ah, shit, rinig pala ako.
All right. Oops. Hey guys, what's up? Hey, saying what's up to Jasper? Is in the stream. Saying what's up to D Prime. What's up? Yes, it is NextCon week. I'm excited for it. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Cool. Ayun, so please tell Ro, please tell Ro if you can hear him. Oh no. Yep.
Hello, mic check. Ooh, that's loud. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. So, Amy, let's talk.
Hey, Yan. So, how are y'all doing today?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, Yan.
Yo, what up, Father Bruce? What up, Julian AI?
Hey, Julian, what's up?
Yun nga lang rinig ang aking mga Facebook na pings.
Yeah. Good. What's up, everyone? Oh, there it is. Okay. Uh,
What up, D Prime? John?
hey,
How's
John, what's
everybody?
up? Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
Bruce said it's been a long time since he heard me on the pod. I was here last week, Bruce. I mean, I think. Do you mean on the live stream? Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, yeah. First time live streaming since ano ba? Last week, no?
Couple of weeks, yeah.
Couple of weeks, yeah. So it's good to be back. Good to be back with y'all. I didn't know, Bruce, that the World Cup is on Blast TV. So that's nice.
Marami silang marami silang ganap.
Yeah. Oh man, way to put me on the spot, D Prime. But you know what? If they asked me this Sunday to do an entrance, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's the bigger venue, and I get to step foot in the new ring, which is so cool.
Hindi ka na mauna sa akin because I already stepped foot in the new ring.
Yeah, I saw the video. But man, like, if they give me a chance, then hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's a new like, how is the new ring, bro?
It is not as soft as the PWR ring. The PWR ring is super soft because it's really, really padded. Like the
Ooh.
padding is laid on really thick there. But it is also a little softer than the old or the OG Brawl Pit ring.
So
Kaya,
right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle. So it's not like people or the kids think it's soft. But I'll say I know what soft is. I know how padded the PWR ring was. Kaya I know
Is
that
it
that's super
18 by
soft.
18?
Parang it's not a full 20 by 20. It's the
It's still
same.
big. It is really big.
It's big,
from
but it's also
pictures.
not super big. No, Emil, we have 30 seconds.
Oh, you stopped talking.
Yeah, I'm talking to Jasper.
Anyways.
Jasper's helping me backstage.
All right. Yeah,
20
pictures.
seconds. 15 seconds.
In the pictures, mukha siyang malaki. So,
well, yeah, it's 10 seconds.
Please hit my music and yeet! My name is Colin Cash Money Cannon.
What do we want to talk about?
Hey, this is the Cosmic Cactus, Paul London.
You're still just a kid. Hello, WWE Universe in the Philippines. This is Charlotte.
Because mommy is always on top.
This is Lola Vice. I love you so much.
They love my Latina heat.
What's going on? This is Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed.
You are CM Punk.
We are pretty deadly. Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
To say his name.
Say his name and he appears.
Stan C, the voice of Philippine wrestling. University of the Philippines, Diliman.
Romoran, the fancy daddy. University of the Philippines, Diliman.
Chino Liao, Best Gout Machine, San Sebastian College Recoletos, College of St. Benilde, De La Salle University, International Academy of Film and Television.
Emil Nate, small forward, the Ateneo de Naga University.
And you're listening.
You're listening.
And you're listening.
And you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast. And you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast.
To the Wrestling Podcast.
Wrestling Podcast.
On our Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
You're listening to the Wrestling Podcast. Yeah.
All right. You're now listening to the longest running weekly episodic Filipino wrestling podcast. This is the Wrestling Podcast. Romaran, Emil, Nate, and I'm manning the stream, and it's been a while since I've heard the actual OBB, so I forgot that we had Lola Vice on there, and we might be adding some new people in.
Oh.
So really interesting stuff. Yun, so thank you, Jasper, Babyface Producer Jasper, who is making bantay. Binabantay na tayo just to see if we would do it just fine. And he says we're all clear. So I guess we're all clear now.
Yo.
This is the return of the Monday live stream. And syempre, we've been out for a couple of weeks, a week and a half, as we were navigating the new. We thought we were gonna have to sign up for a new streaming platform like StreamYard or the competitors, pero Zoom and OBS is still pretty good. Jasper says di na namin siya kailangan. Syempre kailangan pa rin namin siya.
No, we need you, brother.
It would be much better if you were the one manning the stream, because I need to. Stan's not here, diba? Kasi Stan doesn't do the live streams right now, and I have to switch between manning the OBS and then looking at the Google Docs, looking at Zoom, and making sure I'm all recorded all up in this place. So yun, I still need you, and we want you to come back. But syempre, Babyface Producer Jasper has to move up in the world. He got promoted at work, so kung di na pa siya congratulate na siya, kasi deserve niya yan. He was not getting that kind of money back in his old workplace, y'all. So just say congratulations. Thank you, Babyface Producer Jasper, for all the help, for setting up, for building the foundation of our live streams, what we have today. It's all because of him. And syempre, one day he'll come back. Maybe he'll get more flexible hours, but until then, he has to make his money. He has to get his bag, and he has to, be an adult, if you will, much like the rest of us.
Yes.
Right. So before we get things out of the way, a few plugs here and there. DexCon Dakila 2 and Baka Gaijin and Friends Manila 2 is also happening this weekend. Tickets are still available at dexcon.helixpay.ph. Syempre, early bird prices are no longer available. So sayang, yesterday was the last day for early bird prices. So kung di pa kayo bumili ng tickets, sobrang mura na niya. Even without early bird prices, sobrang mura na niya. It's now much cheaper because we have extra seats over at Bigger Pictures Mandaluyong, Sheridan Corner, Reliance Streets. Whether you're choosing general admission or SRO, mura pa rin siya. You don't have to pay 1,500 pesos to get an SRO ticket. Oh my God. Diba? You can get an SRO ticket for less than 1,000 pesos. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. DexCon.PhoenixFaith.ph. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Siyempre si Emil Nate is a media partner. So he will be experiencing the new ring when we get pre-show hospitality in the brand new ring. That's right. D Prime is right. Bigger pictures. Mandaluyong is just in front of TV5.
Oh, yeah.
Kayang-kaya siya laharin from Greenfield,
Yes.
from Light even, the new malls may sa may Sheridan, sa may Reliance, I believe it's Fame. So maraming pagtatambayan. So you don't have to, gather around the venue like a camper waiting for the show to start.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's right. Neil is here. New ring. That's right. I tested the new ring the other day. Okay naman siya. It's not as hard as the old OG Brawl Pit ring, but it is not as soft as the PWR ring. So I think, syempre, the bait there is, syempre, we'll have an air-conditioned venue. And that's going to be great for everyone involved. So not just the wrestlers, not just the fans as well. Everyone involved. We don't have to sweat our asses off calling the action and being around the wrestlers. So I'm sure Chris Brooks and Zack Sabre Jr. and Shepard, all our international guests, will enjoy the fact that they don't have to sweat their asses off and get super dehydrated wrestling in the ring in a DexCon show. All right, let's get to some wrestling talk. Okay, so the biggest news from over the weekend, the weekend was slow. When the biggest news is that Io Sky and Naraku, FKA Evil, officially announced not just their relationship, but also their marriage. So it seems as though they got married recently. That's why Naraku was signed to WWE and finally made the move over to the US. And now, as I said, they're a happy couple in the US. So what do you think about all this, Emil? Syempre, we kind of knew that they had a relationship, but we also knew that there was an off period, and then now kasado na. They are locked in for life.
Yeah, this is the first time na they publicly acknowledged it. Like for years, usap-usapan lang siya sa internet, 'di ba? Like it was even, I think someone made a tweet na even Mauro referenced it in an NXT episode all those years ago. So it was kind of di man siya open secret, but people know that there was something there. Akala nga ng iba nag-break, pero di natin alam, baka di naman talaga sila nag-break all this time. Maybe they were together all this time. But now that they've, now that both of them are in WWE, I guess it was time na rin for them to reveal na we're married, and to remove all the speculations, all the doubts of their relationship. So di ba yung ibang WWE fans kasi talagang they snoop when it comes to the personal relationships of the wrestlers. So sila na lang din yung yung nag-out sa sarili nila na, hey, we're a thing and we're married. So good for them. Congratulations to the new married couple.
Yeah, really good stuff. I don't know why they have to keep it a secret, but they do have to keep it a secret. Syempre, respect their privacy na rin. But now they chose to let us in on the backstage stuff, right? So Mabuhay ang Bagong Kasal. Assuming na recently lang sila kinasal. You know what I mean? Albert in the comments says he should have been Io's husband. Well, good luck with that, sir. If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. You know what I mean? So good luck with that, sir. But hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us in the Monday live stream. Thank you for joining us in the comeback of the live stream. We're still ironing out a few kinks, like the chat that you accidentally saw in the side. But hey, wala namang secret sensitive information. Like sino nagpatawag ng Congress vote sa Senate to change the leadership. You know what I mean? All right. Anything else you want to say about the whole thing?
Wala na din naman eh. It's just a good news all around. And lahat naman ata tayo masaya for EO and Evo.
Yeah. Neil asks, payag ka ba? Kasal ka kay Io Sky, pero, well, I'm gonna change your question. Magugulpi ka ng House of Torture every day.
You know, for some people, baka gusto nila yan.
Yeah.
So.
You know. All right, let's move on to SmackDown, and we finally have a championship match for Clash in Italy. It's Gunther versus Cody Rhodes, but the way we got there was kind of weird. So what happened was, Gunther or Cody Rhodes wanted Gunther to sign the contract because apparently he did not sign the contract that he got from Paul Heyman last week. And then Gunther was all, you have to ask me nicely. You have to ask me politely. Diba? And, Cody was trying to plead. And then Gunther says, oh, that's not good enough for me. So because that's not good enough for him, Royce Keys came out and made a motion to sign the contract on behalf of Gunther instead. Kasi, syempre, ang bagal niya eh. Diba? And because contracts don't work like that, Nick Aldis, general manager of SmackDown, said that, if you're not going to sign the contract, might as well make a match. So Gunther versus Royce Keys at the main event of SmackDown. And whoever wins gets to sign the contract. Even though contracts don't work like that. Obviously, we know what he meant. Now, whoever won the match will have his name on the contract, and therefore will get the championship match. So there's that. All right. It was a great match between Royce Keys and Gunther. By the way, it was like the best Will Hobbs match I've ever seen since I've seen him on TV on AEW. They did a whole Kings Road light, very very light Kings Road style, because I know, syempre, that's Gunther's influences. That's his main influence on the as a wrestler. So he's a huge fan of the 80s and 90s HCPW pillars. So they brought that kind of style to a 12 or so minute main event on SmackDown. And like for a long time, that was like the best match I've ever seen on SmackDown.
God.
Neil asked if I would say that was better than Hobbs versus Miro. It's Gunther, dude. It's Walter.
Yeah.
Syempre, it's got to be better than Hobbs versus Miro. What do you think of this? And syempre, you've been complaining before we went on the air about the quality of SmackDown lately. So what are your thoughts?
This was a good match, I will say. I will agree with you. This was a great match, great main event. Although may problema ako sa character ni Gunther in the episode. Para siyang bata.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect this from someone who is priding himself as the ring general. It's just weird. Like, it was a weird characterization of someone like Gunther. Na, parang sobrang pakipot ni Gunther nung episode na yun. Parang bata na once someone else came into the picture, parang parang yeah, you know what I mean? Parang it's weird kasi his character is supposed to be, the mat is sacred, ganon. So are they trying to write him like a typical WWE heel na coward, tapos o kaya yung the typical wrestling heel, diba? Because it is really weird to me. Like, okay, but okay na sa kanya yung maging but I know because it's against Cody and everyone is almost rooting against Cody at this point and they have to make Gunther so annoying, I guess. It's just weird. It is weird to me as someone who has been a fan of Gunther his entire WWE career for him to be acting like a child in this in this manner. I've been complaining about SmackDown. I haven't been on the Monday episodes recently. Also because nawawalan ako ng gana watching SmackDown. It has been a horrible product ever since the whole Pat McAfee thing. It's like unwatchable at this point. I would just pick and choose moments where this is decent. And I guess I would attribute that to the fact that they went 3 hours long again. Kasi 3 hours is just too much TV at this point. I know. I think back then I kind of complained then when they went back to 2 hours because we were getting so much mid card stuff when it was originally 3 hours few years ago. But now it's 3 hours full of nothing at this point. They don't even have the tag division that they had back then anymore. So the Gunter thing aside, it's really unbearable to watch SmackDown as of the moment. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I mean, buti pa kayo. I mean, you got the Monday live stream back, and we got a free play in Nathan on this episode. No, but I think it's not a matter of not having anything. It feels like the mid card is really failing to stick to people.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the mid card is really not compelling. Like they're trying really hard, but outside of Sammy versus Trick Williams, the mid card is really, really, it's a bit soulless. Maybe it's AI. Maybe I don't know. Maybe no one is really inspired to work right now. Pero yun nga, kung ganun din lang, we might as well go back to 2 hours. Because Raw is kind of doing some of the same stuff, but I don't know. There's a lot more energy to Raw.
Yeah,
I can't quite pinpoint it myself. You know what I mean? So I get you. It feels like a lot of skippable fluff, but I know that it's not for lack of trying. I feel like there's just nothing sticking when it comes to the imagination. Diba?
Yeah.
They're trying with some good matches, like a few things, but I feel like, well, I don't know. I feel like maybe the mid carders also know that it doesn't matter how good they wrestle or how good they turn in segments. If everyone's gonna get released anyway, what's the point?
Yeah. There's this weird energy really lately about SmackDown. Parang there's no magic to it. There's no effort to it. It's just, you'd watch it and pasok sa isang tenga, labas sa kabila. Parang wala akong na-absorb.
Right.
Watching SmackDown.
Right.
Like even the main event stuff, it's just, I know they're trying, of course, syempre Gunther and Cody are, two of the best talents there, but I don't feel excited anymore watching SmackDown. Like, parang there would be weeks where I just skip it entirely, even though it's my job to watch the show. Like it's maybe John is right. It is a deflating feeling after all things that happened in the last month that made me feel this way.
Diba? So, yun nga feeling ko like SmackDown lost a lot of its heart, and as a result, everyone's going through the motions. Like nobody is writing any good stories on SmackDown. Diba? Nobody's turning in any good performances on SmackDown. Nobody's making any cinema. Diba? Like the best we got is the whole gingerbread man stuff. and
Trick Williams is the one bright spot, I would say.
But because the gingerbread man stuff is also ridiculous, wala rin eh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There really needs to be more new material for the mid carders. And Jace says the women are carrying SmackDown lately. Fatal Influence and Charlexa. I guess a little bit. Sakto lang. Pero yun nga, there's also a lot missing. Like we do need a reshuffling. We do need a new draft, and we do need some new life infused into these stories, into the mid card. Solo Sikoa is going to be feuding with Royce Keys. They locked in that feud after Solo interfered and cost Royce the match, and Gunther becoming the new number one contender. I thought we konting promise because Solo is a decent performer. He just needs needs a really solid story to sink his teeth in. And now that the Y6 are gone, literally they're gone because they got released. There could be potential in a Royce Keys versus Solo Sikoa feud.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They found a way to integrate the Solo stuff in the main event with him interfering. So that is a nice touch. Although ang question ko dito is, since the MFTs are 3 people, so are we expecting someone to join in Royce Keys in his fight. Maybe
Jacob.
yeah, they kind of teased R-Truth and Damien, but
yeah, they're kind of doing that as well.
yeah. But they also teased something with Damien not trusting Royce Keys. So
yeah,
there's a lot. At least that is something I think could spark some interest, especially with Royce Keys' performance last week with that match against Gunter. So I guess this is his first major storyline now. Jose Royce Keys.
Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura maybe also pwede rin kasi
pwede rin.
Kasi he's feuding with Tamatonga and Talatonga. So I guess there's that. But right now there's no real anchor in the mid card. So mahirap din eh. I think they're gonna need to turn in a few transcendental performances and good matches. Like, if you have 3 hours anyway, might as well put in some NJPW level wrestling.
And then nawala din kasi yung open challenge for the
Yeah.
US title. Now that the heel is a champion again.
Yeah.
That used to be like the part of
he's not a heel.
where...
Trick Williams is a face.
Yeah, but he's not the type to do open challenges, I think.
Well, he should. You better think about doing them again.
Yeah, I think so.
Speaking of open challenges, the guy who last did the open challenge, Carmelo Hayes, he won against Ricky Saints by putting his feet on the ropes. What do you think about that? Why did that happen?
I think ginagago lang din niya si Ricky Saints.
Okay.
Kasi ginagago ni Ricky Saints si Carmelo. So I think it's some sort of a tit for tat here between these two.
Tit for tat. Okay.
Yeah. I know your headline says he might turn heel, but he is over right now, and I don't think they're gonna pull that trigger. But if it's gonna do something to his career, maybe give him a push beyond the mid card. I mean, why not? He's a hell of a talent. But at this point, with Gunter and whoever else is still in the main event, okay, a feud with Ricky Saints won't hurt.
Yeah. I just hope that they put out some good matches and good segments because they really need it bad right now.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. We have Collision and Impact to talk about, but before we get to that, let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick Emil Nate dance break starting right now. Okay, we're back. Let's go to Collision. And wow, did you see that main event between Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara? So, sobrang ganda. Like, I know some people like to hate on Darby because he never dies, even though he wants to die. Pero between him and MJF and the other veterans in the AEW roster, he is really good at telling a story and really selling. Like, he'll come back from getting beaten up, but he really makes you feel na binubugbog mo siya. Diba?
Yeah.
It's really clear that he's not Supermaning anything. Like, especially this matchup with Sammy, like, he only won because he pressed the counter button at the right time.
Yeah, Sammy made a mistake.
Yeah.
Like near the end of the match. And that cost him.
Yeah, so he barely escaped with the championship, and after the match, he could not get to his feet. So that is selling, that is storytelling. And whenever someone tells you, they don't have storytelling in AEW, show them this. Kasi Darby is wrestling like an old school WWE wrestler here. It's really, really good. The story is really good. And syempre, with Double or Nothing being this weekend, he's gonna walk in there like barely being held together. He's literally crumbling apart, and that will be the reason why MJF would beat him for the World Championship.
Yeah, now that I think about it, that's possibly what's gonna happen at Double or Nothing. Can someone tell Darby Allen he doesn't have to defend his title
No,
every
yun nga yung,
goddamn show?
no, that's a story, dude. That's a story. I mean,
Like,
okay, now you're saying now, okay, don't be dumb and stop. Give yourself a rest. Is that what you're saying?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Pero syempre,
You're
the
the world
story.
champion.
No, the story is, syempre, I'm undersized. I am a face, and I'm not like MJF. So I'm gonna defend the championship because I'm not MJF who ducks his challengers. Diba?
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
In his story, he's proving that he is everything that MJF is not, and because he's doing that, he's suffering, and he's gonna suffer in the championship match at Double or Nothing. Diba? So
Yep.
that tells you the story now. Okay, being brave, being bold, and being valorous can be dumb sometimes if you want to be a champion na ng matagal. Diba?
Yeah. Yeah, which it is a great story with kasi it also progressed week by week eh.
Yeah.
Nakikita mo how he would react or his body language after each match. And it's starting to get to a point where he barely gets up after a match, which is, as much criticism as we would say about Darby Allen, he is a hell of a storyteller. You can say he's a stuntman, all those stuff, but he knows how to convey a story, and this is a great story that he's been telling. And but yun nga eh, kasi I'd expect now at Double or Nothing that he's gonna lose the title. Where when I don't want him to just yet because I'm enjoying this run, but yun nga eh, like if he's gonna defend the title every show, then he's about to lose the title by Double or Nothing.
He's speed running a whole reign. Diba?
Yeah, he's speed running a whole reign, exactly.
Because they know that they can't keep Darby champion forever. Either because syempre, they have plans for MJF, or he's gonna kill himself wrestling every week.
Yeah, so but again, that match at Collision was incredible. And especially if you've been a day one AEW fan, then you know the history with these two. Like they were day one rivals. Itong sila Darby and Sammy Guevara. I remember the first I think one of the earlier pay-per-views had a match between them which was insane. So parang ano na to eh, they were reliving back a great rivalry, and it was an awesome match. Like Sammy has been away for a while, or I haven't seen him at least. I don't know if he's doing Ring of Honor, but he's been away for a long time. So for him to come back and have a great match right away with someone who he's familiar with someone who we are with familiar with his rivalry with him with Darby, it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And then one other thing from Collision. So, Supercard of Honor was also this past weekend on Friday night, U.S. time. And one of the stories there was Leo Rush was challenging for the TV championship held by AR Fox. And he lost the match because his partner, Action Andretti, turned on him. And now the Blackheart is really taking over because the worst parts of Leo Rush are starting to emerge. So, first of all, what do you feel about the Blackheart gimmick? So, I made a post on the
you did. I actually
on the
saw
Facebook
it.
page,
Yeah.
and it went crazy because syempre, people were saying either you love it, and a lot of people did love the Blackheart gimmick because Leo Rush before that didn't have much of a character. He just had his own personality, and then now he has a whole supernatural gimmick. And syempre, some people are laughing at it kasi it's Leo Rush tapos ginawa mo pa ng weird supernatural gimmick that isn't cool in any sense. I mean, it's cool if you find it cool, but at the same time, it also kind of makes him look a bit silly. Kasi he's really you don't know him for being a character guy, and now he's dipping his toes in a complete 180-degree turn into being a character guy, right? So a lot of snide comments. People are saying, "Oh, he's a Timu, Finn Balor demon, or whatever have you." But he's actually not. If you actually got over yourself and watched what he does with the Blackheart character, it's a more faithful adaptation to Gollum from Lord of the Rings. About he talks in the third person, in the plural first person. He says we a lot. And our things. I don't. It's really like there are two personalities in him, and it's interesting because nobody's ever done Gollum in wrestling before, and I feel like it's one of those things that if you want your wrestling to be cool and not cringy and puro athletics lang, puro sports presentation lang, you're not gonna like this at all. But if you're open to the actual characters, the Undertakers, the Abaddons, diba? The stuff like that, the Righteous, the Wyatts, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family, this is right up your alley. And for a lot of people, for a lot of the fans, this was also up their alley because a lot of people respond well to it. If you take away the people who laugh at it. So what's your take? Have you seen the work?
Yeah, I mean, I have seen some of it, definitely. And ito na nga, I just wish TK would have all the time and all the patience for this character, because I've seen him try with these types of gimmicks before. And after a month or a couple of months, he would pull the plug on it.
Sure.
Like I've seen TK do this time and time again before. So I wish he would give this gimmick some time to really, flesh himself out, get him over with their audience, because there is something there. I mean, I like it. Like it's one of my biggest things about supernatural gimmicks is that I want the gimmick to be different from the person. Like the way they wrestle, the way they talk. Ito yung problema ko sa Demon Finn Balor for a long time. Like until recently, where I think he finally got it right. Now, if you see the Demon, he doesn't really wrestle differently from regular Finn Balor. He's just Finn Balor with faceplate. But with this one, from what I've seen from Leo Rush from previously and from this Blackheart character, it's two distinct characters. And he's really trying to, make putting in the effort into making this shit work. So I applaud Leo Rush for that, and just give this gimmick some time to really, to really simmer. And I feel like there's something special there.
That's actually a great call because the Demon doesn't have character progression, but Blackheart does. Diba? Blackheart tells you why he's doing the things he's doing. Because a friend is turning on him, and Leo Rush is losing control, and the Demon Finn Balor doesn't have any of those things, and it's not his fault either. It's because the WWE writing team, the creative team, doesn't give him these opportunities to flesh out the backstory behind the Demon. It's just a thing that he turns on, diba?
Yeah. Blood feud.
It's just paint that he puts on himself when it's time for a big match, and there's no other thing. Like he tried for sure, pero at this point, mas better written yung Blackheart than the Demon, and I feel like calling it a Timu Demon is a lot disrespectful to what Leo Rush is trying to do here, and I feel like the hate for it is mostly because Leo Rush has a reputation for being crazy, for being for being unpredictable and a little unreliable. And Shepard, he's tiny, so he's like the cruiserweight of cruiserweights, so you don't take him seriously. But sayang there's some real creative work being done here. He's really going all in. He's changing his appearance. He's doing a whole bunch of body horror things. Like it might not be for me because I'm not like the biggest fan of supernatural gimmicks, but I respect the craft that is going into Leo's portrayal of this character that he wants to do. And who knew that Leo Rush wanted to be a supernatural character guy?
Yeah. So good for him. Good for Leo for
good for
going
him.
out there. Yeah.
You're right, Emil, that I hope that TK gives him a bigger opportunity and more of a chance to do what he does, to do what he wants to do. Kasi sayang eh. And it's great then that a lot more people are resonating and giving it a chance than there are people laughing at it. Diba? Right, let's go to Impact before we close out. So the biggest news from last week's episode of Impact is Fabian Eichner, FKA Giovanni Vinci, is now the newest member of the TNA Impact roster. And okay, here's my biggest problem with it. They made him a super surprise reveal, and he's not the kind of name that you give out a lights out reveal to. Like the last time we got a big blackout reveal. So the one I remember was what? Brian Danielson and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
and Fabian Eichner. I love Fabian Eichner, but he's not that guy. He is the third most known member of Imperium, and there were 4 of them. So it's sad. Like I love the guy. I'm rooting for the guy. I was a fan ever since the Cruiserweight Classic, but this was not the way to debut him. Parang if you heard the segment, if you watched the segment, only one person was popping for Fabian Eichner. Like the audio, the noise I can hear when he came out was Tom Hannafin selling the fuck out of his appearance. Diba? So kawawa siya. Like he didn't deserve that. He deserved a slow burn debut and introduction to TNA. Because this guy was gone. This guy was gone for a year.
Yeah.
Like nobody knew where he was. And now he shows up a year after he was released from WWE. He wasn't even a big deal at the time he was released.
Yeah.
So parang
walang naghanap sa kanya eh.
I mean, like a better blackout surprise reveal at this point would be Uha Nation, the former Apollo Crews. Diba?
Oh yeah.
Diba? Like poor guy. Like sayang lang. And buti na lang though, Tiffany Stratton clarifies the rumors and says that it's not true that he was let go because he was flirting with Tiffy at the time when she and Ludwig Kaiser were still together. So at least there's that. Either that or pinagtatakpan si Vinci.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yun nga eh. I feel like when you do the blackout thing kasi, I feel like ang bigat na expectation sa mga tao
diba?
with that, diba? Kasi, the blackout eh, diba? And,
I would have accepted it for Bishop Dyer, Baron Corbin. yung tatanggapin ka pa.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin at least is a big deal. He was at least a former Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah, I mean, but I honestly, mas gugustuhin ko sana if they just introduced him via a vignette.
Exactly.
Yeah, like kind of introduce himself, introduce his character. What is what is Vedi? What was that?
Veni Vinci.
Anong relate nun sa kanya, di ba? So, but instead what we got was, a surprise appearance at the end. But okay, that aside, all right. Now that he's in TNA, he's gonna have the opportunity in there to go all out. Kasi
hopefully
they have him debut in the X division, and we all know the X division is where things, the wrestlers go crazy.
Oh, tama.
So I really do wish the best for him because he never got a fair chance, in my opinion, in the main roster. Like diba, they had the Imperium breakup, and then they introduced this yung parang whatever gimmick that was, and they have him lose in freaking 3 seconds. Diba? And he was gone after that. So, he never got a chance. He never got like a fair shake. So I hope his TNA run, goes well because he's a hell of a talent. He's a hell of a wrestler. There was a reason why him and Kaiser were one of my favorite tag teams 5 years ago because they could work. Kaiser can work. Eichner can work. So they add another name in the X division, so not a bad name to add in the X division, honestly.
Yeah, I'm really pulling for Eichner. That's why I don't like that they introduced him this way. Like I would have popped if I were in the impact zone at the time, but that's just me because I've been a fan of this guy since the Cruiserweight Classic. But syempre, not everyone else feels the same way, man. Even though I want them to.
Kumbaga, walang build up yung ano niya, yung debut niya. That's what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah. No, it's not just that. It's because he's not as popular as the TNA management thinks he was.
But he's a former WWE name, so
Sure.
you know.
Sure, but come on. Reggie is also a former WWE name. You can't. It's not every former WWE name is built the same way. But Neil's right.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that they added him to the X Division because the X Division is drying up right now.
Yep.
All right. And before we get out of here, and the match that preceded Eichner's debut, Cedric Alexander won the X Division Championship from Leon Slater, and he denied. Olajuwon blocked, Mutombo blocked the Slater from breaking Austin Aries' X Division Championship reign record. So it was the same day, and then they denied it. They denied they denied the record break. So what do you feel about this, Emil?
Yeah, I love the match. This is my pick of the week. If you have so little time to watch wrestling, and if you want to watch one match, this is it. It was a 2 out of 3 falls. Ang ganda ng story kasi they were playing off Alexander's desperation to win something. Kasi I think on commentary they kind of alluded to him being a member of the Hurt Business, him like being in the cruiserweight division in WWE, his days in Ring of Honor. So parang this was some sort of his crowning moment, winning this match and winning the X Division Championship over someone who has been a champion for a while and is a credible champion, diba? To beat someone who is tied for the longest reigning X Division champion. That's a big that's a big win for Cedric Alexander, and I'm just happy for Cedric. I mean, that was a really good match. And I recommend you to watch it because like TNA, it's not always every week where it's like must see, but I feel like this week the main event is a must see.
I feel like I know I've been watching Cedric Alexander for 15 years now.
Oh yeah.
Diba? Like I saw this guy first in early 2010 ROH as a young guy teaming with Caprice Coleman.
Yeah.
So even though hindi siya napasok sa AEW, I'm glad that they're giving him a really good push in TNA because he really deserves it. Like he was once a build around talent for a brand for 205 Live.
Yeah,
and
he was one of the faces of that brand.
He was.
Yeah.
He was the heart of that brand. Or he was the soul, rather. Ali was the heart.
Yeah.
So and I'm glad that him and Ali are champions at the same time, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, that's it for this week's episode, Monday live stream. That we were supposed to go short, pero yun, dami natin mag-usapan.
Yeah.
Which means that wrestling is truly alive and well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wrestling is truly alive and well.
Yeah.
Right. Before we get out of here, again, DexCon tickets are still available. DexCon at helixpay.ph. Guys, marami pang slots, marami pang upuan. We're trying to fill bigger pictures, Mandaluyong, and the tickets are still available at less than 1,000. Don't have to pay 1,500 for a standing room ticket. Go niyan. You don't know when you will see Zack Sabre Jr. and Chris Brooks again. Like, syempre, it could be next year. It could not be next year. You never know. So grab the chance while it's still here, while it's cheap. Because who knows for how long it's going to be that cheap. DexCon at helixpay.ph. Thank you to Babyface producer Jasper for guiding us, for guiding me, and for editing this episode, making us sound great as always. If you want to continue the conversation, at Wrestling2X Pod on Twitter, Blue Sky, and TikTok, at Wrestling Podcast on Threads, Instagram, and Facebook. For Emil, it's at Emil_Meister, Chino Supersized, Stan at _Stan C. For myself, it's at Rose War on Twitter and Blue Sky, at Shang.Daddy on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. Yun. We'll see you guys on Thursday. No, we're not going to be around on Thursday.
Yeah.
May lakad ni Emil Nate.
Yes.
May lakad kami. And if you see us around Manila, somewhere in Manila, come say hi. Because may bisita, may guest kaming sasamahan. Diba?
Yeah, yes.
So, if you're in the area, come say hi to us. Take a picture. And, we'll have ourselves a great time. Sana hindi umulan. Yun ang aking
Yeah.
Kasi that is going to be the big thing here. Kasi it's starting to rain. So until then, until we see you next week, we'll probably just do a recorded episode on Friday. I don't know, not on Friday, but bahala na when we'll do it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a busy week.
Busy weekend. Here. So bahala na talaga.
Yeah.
All right. Until then, stay safe, stay dry, umuulan na. Stay cool. It's still pretty hot out there. Stay hydrated all the time and don't be a dick. Wrestling Podcast. Out. Later, Outcasts. Peace.